Welcome to our global channeling practice tonight. It is November 2nd, 2022, and we're going to get started with some light language, and I am going to be the first. So here I go. Hia sekoto hia kia ho sekata te ia hi tokototo e tia kia ha sekota ia I. Yes, he be more in your joy. Seketi ho tiki titi to e seketi ai ho kia I si to I. Ho si a kia si oi. Ha si a ki o si a. Ho si ka ki su ye ti. Ho si Hosikuki, Hazika, Hitoto, Itaitea, Yasuku, come play with us. Kututu, Itiatu, Hazikaki, Atukuyai, Yasuku, we are helping to raise your vibration. Yasukutu, Hiha, Hihitoku, Hituku, Yasuku, to lighten your hearts and stay out of your minds. Kuto, Haituku, Hihitaka, Yasukutu, Tiati, Hasikutai, Oku, Hiahi. Release all the stress of your daily lives. Join us in nature. Hasikia yutu yitikia sakiti tu we are the tree elves. Tuku hasiku yitia kiatu hasikatia ye hug a tree today. Sakutu titi husakaya Sukuya every day. Sukutia ha yetutu titi hasikia yutu hasikia we love you. Sukuto yayitu Hiasikiahu, Sikiahu, connect with us in your heart. Sukotai tu, Hasi tu, Hihiasikiti, Hosiaitiki. Thank you for having us. Sukuto, Aitia, Hasuka Hayatutu Aitia, Hiskitia, Yasukoto, Sorry. Thank you, the elves. That's
Oh
the
my
first
God.
time I've done light language from them, but I did walk to my mailbox and did, yeah, hug a tree with my cat. He liked to scratch his claws on the tree bark, but yeah, so I did commune with a tree today, so that was beautiful.
So nice. Actually did some Andara, the little ones that chipped off. I donated them to a tree that I planted a couple of years ago, and also told the gnomes and the brownies that that the crystals were for them. So
Awesome.
And David, are you ready?
Yes. Nehara Shanzaraki Yanzaya Yahara Mekia Shanzarani Anewa Chinzia Mahaki Tira Sanzun Nya Mahakiwe Ishanzukurha Taranzuruniana Hana Mahakukurini Mahashinjukurini Itaranzunjukuruni Meha Itarasa Kiwaha Nisha Nyarusunjuku Yasanzena Hananiane Mahakiki Utarazan Makashinjiwe Etoran Yahaka Nyarusuturu Shishianaha Shananiane Mahakewa Kalakarushunjukuraha Mahatnjekiwa Tilahania Harukosunjukurnaha Mahatnjekiwa. Talk to the consciousness of yourselves. Mahala Rukosunjukurne Ne Maharukurnieti Tirashanjaka I awaken the chromosomes of youth and vitality. Peace, love, blessings. Beloved.
Thank you.
Shikatuki tinki tunatan kere half season was sister but sahatinki the halikitu kitana tutanat sitachin tunola halofu wala tatamote cake no hota tu ah tatanuda.
I feel like that's your gnomes. I feel like that's Sharina.
Every time is different.
Yeah, that was good. I think that's Sharina.
Serena. That's good. Thank you. I can't laugh.
Now I'm getting a lot of clearing and energy moving. Thank you all. And then Radha, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, give it a go. Okay, now let's see. Koryak. Koryak. Yeah. Sorry, that was it.
That was good.
It's all
I felt
good.
the energy moving with it. So usually, so for me, sometimes I'm yawning and my yawning is clearing like my own energy. Sometimes I'm clearing collective energy. Like if I'm traveling around and stuff, next thing I'll be like yawning big yawns. I'm like, what the heck is happening right now? But also during channeling, I noticed that I will oftentimes yawn when it's kind of like, okay, the being is here. And then I'll yawn when the being leaves. So it's that energy coming, the energy going. So, and as soon as you started, boom, I was yawning right away. So I was like, okay, the energy is here. And then almost as soon as you stopped and I started yawning again, I was like, okay, now it's gone.
Yeah, they told me I tend to stop myself, but I was trying not
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, I think when you tone, realize that toning is channeling too. And so just let the toning come. So just, if you hear like say when you were hearing the whoo and you started, like I almost turned my mic off and started to join you. And I thought, no, I didn't want to do that because I know that you're like kind of in your head about it. So I was wanting to let you go through it. But I almost like wanted to join you because you are channeling their energy, because sometimes that energy just doesn't come as words, it comes as sound frequency, and it's sound frequency that your higher self and your soul self, your being, right, your person knows and understands, as do those that are listening to you, even though you're thinking, I'm not really saying anything, I'm just making a noise.
Right. I was just trying to go with whatever I
Yeah,
felt.
with
You
whatever.
said to trust yourself.
Exactly. It was lovely, and it had energy to it. So thank you.
Thanks.
And so for me, I'm going to do light language, and a lot of times it'll just intro right into channeling. So we'll see. I'm just keeping kind of an open heart and an open mind to see like who wants to come through. And as you know, sometimes my light language will have multiple beings. So we'll see if they are hopping in and out today or how that's all going. And my intention today is to channel healing energy, transmuting energy, and love energy. Unyaraka hianara, huruniritia naraka, unaraka hianara, ai ho hia ho. Onaraka hianahara, anahunyara, anahara niurokorono, arana. Mother Sophia was that energy. Una ekiana, etakuyana, itatutuyana, apatuyana, itatakuyana, irana kutu urtiana mara tahiunuro uni arakayana naru utu nara. Iarana tatawiranara, iapahira ki iniri, atawiniara tayarana oranira. Aranara tairana iotoro, okohiana pa ia, ibi apo una, apa ira pa aba, uduru, akawa buru, uturu puru, apa woro turu mburu, nira puru, apa pabura nara, apa paburu nuru tuburu, abara turu pun, niri tikoro, apa or niru turo, uru nira para, aratahor niru koyanara, turu maru, uru puri rama baba ira tera, ababi babu ira nara kaira tumubo, ababa boira pabai, akahabubo inabara, baoro tubo, niripira, ababa buina, baba buira pai, ababa buina dara pa, ubuiri kawana. Upunyira pa babuin, gina boera baira, gunubuania, gunyurubuara. Abuana bara boro. A being from Sirius. Boro buana rabara babu. Burun yarabara bo. Burun nurubu. Barabon yirabiabo. Abairabon orabo. Iritianarapautu. Ay, nakabuhay. There's a dragon. Joining with the serious energy. Tapping into higher frequencies and energies. As you're traveling into more dimensions now. sorry, team, physical restrictions. I'm an earth dragon trying to help this channel hit some of those lower tones to resonate with Gaia. Obviously, a bit difficult to do. The earth dragons at this time would like to ask for your assistance with prayer for the earth, the structures of the earth that hold and support, that build. This would include your volcanoes, the land, the rocks, and yes, even the trees assist with this as they help oftentimes with their root structures to keep the soils compact and together as the earth maintains the path and the route for the water to travel. And we oftentimes work with the water dragons and may have elemental energies of not just the earth, but also the water. And these energies help to construct the movement of the land as it shifts, as energies shift, similar to what you feel in your body when you have had healing done, or when you are feeling different frequencies, you'll feel them move throughout different portions of your body as it is the wave of the energy, similar to an earthquake. The wave of the energy goes through your structural being. I am Andares. And we connected with many of you here, the earth dragons and dragon clans of the north and of the water and the air while you were in Mount Shasta. We just want to remind you and those that you connect with to do your best to care for the earth in whatever fashion you may. You may sing to the earth. When you're grounding, send your love to the earth. Our language is, in translation, tickling the nose. So we ask you to do your best to attempt to tone in low tones, as these frequencies do have a stronger elemental reach than some of the higher frequencies that you will receive from, for example, the nature beings of gnomes or fairies or elves. What I am currently emitting to you is assisting with opening your chakras in your wrists. You may also feel this in the palm of your hands. And this is good for any time that you go to hold a rock if you're climbing, hold a tree if you're hiking, if you're hugging a tree. These energies will be stronger for you. If you're getting up from the ground and you're using your hands after you've been sitting down on the ground to push on the ground for assistance to stand. Or, for example, when you have perhaps tripped and fallen to the ground, that your hands coming to the ground are most beneficial. Unfortunately, the trip may not be as beneficial to your body, but sometimes this energy in the fall actually assists you with moving stuck energies. Many of the human beings that have energetic stuckness, shall we say, health issues that are troubling parts of the body, that many times it is an energetic stuckness. That is not obviously always the case, but many times it is. And so, as a reminder to move the energies, move your being with intention about moving the energies so that they can transform. Similar to thinking of the water in a lake as it becomes more frigid and cold, that these energies will freeze, create snowflakes from the sky. Rain can turn to ice or snow. And so similarly, the energies within your body are still there, but shifted to a higher vibration. Do know that the dragons are here with you to assist in the many forms that they can. But the dragons are not like angelic beings who may offer assistance without your request. At times they do this. The dragons must be called on. They must be called on. And so we remind you and ask you to call on the dragons and other elemental beings if you are so inclined. The elemental beings, as you know, similar to the human beings, are all one with this earth. We're all on this path together. And so as we come together more and more often in unison, this helps with the frequency of Gaia as she does her shifting as well. Many are already in higher dimensions, but often you who often, yes, repeating the word often, will say to yourselves, I'm living my 3D world, but truly you're in 4th dimension already and working your way up to 5th dimension. Those of you that are seeing with your 3rd eye, getting your telepathic messages, understanding them, feeling the energy of other beings around you, seeing your galactic brothers and sisters at times. These are all earth energies which have been gifted to you so that you may understand the world at a higher level, a knowing within yourself, a knowing within the universe of the shift that is happening on this planet, which is why so many have come to aid for the jump. And just like that, gone. Aid for the jump. That's all I got. Aid for the jump. I mean, that's not all I got. Andares left a very nice message, but I think it's interesting that Andares came through because earlier today, Joan, that rock that you had given me that was all spot lit up in the water, and I brought it, and when I got it, I put it underwater. When I first got it, I was like, why did I do that? But it had such a strong earthy scent to it. And then I've had it in my family room. And then one day I walked into the family room and I was whammoed by that fragrance again. Very earthy and wet earth. I don't know how else to describe it. I was like, wow, I really felt that. I could really smell it. I just feel it. I smelt it. And I was like, okay, why am I smelling that earth again? Right. And then I went and picked it up, and I was like, you know, like I had it in my hand, and I was trying to see if I could smell it, but it was dry and it didn't have a fragrance. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's really weird. And then when we were channeling another day, it came up that it was Andares, the earth dragon. And so earlier today, around, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock, I was getting the urge to go and get that stone again and wet it again. Like I had the urge. I didn't listen to it, but I, you know, it was in my heart of, yes, I know, I remember you, Andares. Like, I am thinking about you, and I'm sending love and light. And so anyway, and then when I went outside for the walk with my dog, then of course I was, you know, hugging trees and, and, you know, connecting and singing light language, you know, like we like to do when we're outside and connecting with nature. And so then when I started channeling, and then I thought, oh, well, I'm going to get a Sirius being, like one of the beings from Sirius, because I've connected with a few of them. I thought, well, somebody's going to come through from Sirius. And then that didn't happen. It just kind of like went through a couple different light language and then stopped with the dragon. And I think it was more to connect with Andares, because with the global channeling, you know, when we're practicing, oftentimes when we're getting ready to do our elemental realm series, that the beings that we're getting ready to work with and channel for that will like make themselves known to you. So I think that's the dragon will probably come up with a message. So we'll see for November 5th here when we are doing our channeling for that. But yeah, that was very nice. The energy was super nice. And he was really trying to hit those deep notes. And I was like, I do not have that vocal capacity. And then trying to like the growling that they like to do, I was like, yeah, that's not really working for me. It was starting to choke me. And so they kind of pulled back and still like stayed in my throat, but definitely pulled back. But yeah, were you getting any visions or sight or hearing messages during that?
I didn't, but I mean, yeah, I could tell that with the growliness that that
right
your
away,
your voice was straining, and so that happens with some dragons and not others, I've noticed. Like there's one like ancient dragon that flipped Chakar. When I channel him, it's like really rough on my voice.
Yeah,
but then others like Eonor of the Galactic Dragons or Satira, the Sacred Heart Dragon that was Wendy and my mother when we were dragons in medieval times. That's Wendy and I were shape-shifting dragons and had a dragon mother, Satira, which I found out in a past life regression. So and saw a vision of her, and I was flying with her, and she's beautiful, like a rosy red color with like spring green eyes and beautiful heart. And but yes, we'll see who comes through this Saturday for our channeling dragons next episode of our live event, I should say, for our Elemental Realm series on November 5th. So we hope you all can join us. And we would love to share our love of the dragons with you.
Yes, very much so. Okay, so recently we were working and we were doing a meditation, Joan and I, and during the meditation we were doing a healing for Mother Earth. And during this healing, we ended up like getting more information. It just like channeled in through Saint Germain. And so basically what it is what we're going to do is we're going to do the threefold flame of the heart. And so there's 3 colors that you're going to be imagining. The first flame is going to be a blue flame. The second flame is going to be a gold flame, and the third flame is going to be pink. And so these three colors are going to flame up in your heart. And so you're just going to imagine them, and then just go ahead and take in a breath and then release it out. And then we're going to use the Saint Germain violet flame. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull this from earth energy. And so we're going to run it like a figure 8 through our body. And so we're going to start on the left side and then just pull in this beautiful violet flame while your threefold flame is still going in your heart space. And then you're just going to bring that up the left side of your body, up to your hip. And then this violet flame is going to cross over to the right side and then come up and out the right top of your head. Already feeling clearing. And then back down through the left side of your body, cross over to the right side, back down to the right side, and then into the ground. And so then just breathe this in for a few breaths. So the threefold flame is going into your heart. I've actually been the last few days having a lot of throat activation and clearing. So that's obviously the violet flame is doing its work again. So if you're coughing or yawning or anything like that, know that you're probably doing transmuting or you're feeling that cleansing of the violet flame within your own system. And then just imagine that infinity of figure 8 of the violet flame just flowing through you. Now go ahead and take a deep breath. Hold it in your heart for 3. Breathe it out for 6. 8 if you can. 12 if you can. And then just take a gentle breath. And now, while we're in the quantum, imagine that you are now floating above Earth. If you want to hop on a dragon and ride to be above Earth, if you want to float on a cloud to be above Earth, if you want to be your angelic self and be above Earth. So now we're all above Earth. And then we're going to join in a circle and hold hands in this imaginary gathering. So you've got somebody to your right and somebody to the left holding your hands, and we make and complete a circle. And as others steps in, we just allow them in each being as they come and bring their energy. And now with all of our combined energy, what we're going to do is we're going to send and beam down over the entirety of the planet Earth, the violet flame. And above us is a crystal, a diamond white crystal in the center and above us. And then now we're beaming that down. While we're holding hands, we're beaming it down. And the energy completely encompasses Earth, surrounds it, burning off and transmuting any negative energies. In these deep yawns that I do, because I transmute energy, I must have done 5, 6, maybe 10 of them the first time we did this. And so obviously it's better today with the larger mass of us doing this. And then I'm hearing, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you for your energetic infusion. And so then come back to your awareness. Take in a nice breath. You can let go of hands. Know that your heart flame continues to burn. Know that the violet flame continues to burn. And then whenever you feel called, you can do this meditation. It didn't take very long, just a few minutes. And I feel like we should maybe set a time. Wherever you are in an energetic time, let's just, we've got the 11:11 coming up. So let's just set this intention that this healing will be once again remembered in the quantum on 11/11. And then any time of the day on 11/11, if you want to do this meditation, it will all be joined in the combination for 11/11. It sounds like a good number. And so come back to yourselves. Probably coming back to myself was not the best idea because I'm doing a lot of yawning again.
Oh my God.
And I am feeling that like the lightheadedness and like, that I just call it the quantum feeling. It's the knowing that, your multidimensional aspect, that you're not just in this being, in this moment, in this here and this now, that you're in many beings and many moments and many heres and nows. And so, but it benefits all of them, and certainly Mother Gaia, and getting rid of a lot of those, old stagnant energies that are just sitting around the earth. We're helping to, move that and turn it back into light. So thank you guys for your work. Thank you, anybody who joined us at a later date and time, and many blessings. And I honor you and I respect you and I thank you.